We're on.
We're on.
We're on. We're live again. Posty TV.
Yep.
Where one half of the team is in uniform, and the other half is I turned up ready to work. I don't know what he.
Jeff comes straight from work, so
this is cashy. This is cashy dress for him.
Yeah. That's it. We'll have to use a uniform.
Well, mate, we've been busy this afternoon.
We have.
Well, hang on a second. You've been busy.
Yeah.
I've been just sort of sitting on the chair, and although you did put me to work, I had to clean a bit of gasket off and a bit of other stuff, and
not doing it by myself.
But here it is, my new engine, courtesy of Trav.
Experimental big bore engine. So
I'm pretty excited, man.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. Seeing what went into this today is. I said to Trav earlier, I said, it's not going to go in the bike for maybe 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think maybe 4 to 6 days. 4 to 6 days, this will find its way into something in the shed.
Yeah.
And I might even strap it to the go-kart or something, and we'll take it for a run.
It needs to have a run. But yeah, this is one of the new big ball kits. Or not, we're not selling them. They're just kits that we're doing. I've done the videos on them and show you how to do it. So yeah.
I've got to say, man, the quality of the machining.
Yeah.
Those guys are doing.
Serco are the guys that do all the work for us. Those, they're just really, really good with their stuff.
The finish, like I love machining stuff, and when you get a piece of freshly machined metal, and it's clean, it's painted. Both surfaces were machined off and squared off, and the bore looked beautiful. And
we can probably see in this.
Yeah. The other thing I love is these ceramic coated pistons.
Yeah.
Oh man, like for a cheapie piston, man.
Yeah, $20.
They're as good a looking piston as I've seen around. Especially, we did a lot of kart racing for a long time, and man, you're just going through engines all the time, and that's as good as anything I've seen in that.
Yeah.
So that's a Serco head.
Yeah, so I just took this in the guys and said, I've got a head here, I want to give it a grind. Had some new valves, and just wanted them new lapped and seated. So they did the whole lot. Like, it's about $100 they charged us for it. But you can see that, like, the ground perfect. Valves are, spot on. So
I think I said to you too, always the judge of when you get something, and there's no valve springs in this shed. And the valves sit nicely. You get that when they sort of suck into the valve seat, and when they're lapped in nicely, they sort of sit in, and it's just like.
Yep.
And yeah.
So this is for one of the 1 mil oversized engines we're going to do. We're going to do a bit of a tuning thing with that, and hopefully everyone can, well, not everyone, but those who want to can do a bit of tuning and play with that. So it's just a standard head, no porting, but just the grind and the new valves.
Here at Travis Rogers Engine Building Assembly Establishment.
Put this back on now.
It's really excited.
But this one's going to be good fun.
Man, I've got to thank you so much. The work that you did on this today and putting it together. This was an old banger engine out of my black scrambler bike, Posty scrambler bike, and we did find a few problems inside.
We found a few problems. It's not what it's cracked up to be.
This come out of a bike. It's only done 32,000 kilometres. I think it might have been 32,000, 100,000. I don't know. There's some stuff going on inside the case that we've put it together, and it'll run. Like, the bike was running fine. This motor was running beautifully, but we only pulled it down to do this to it. But we'll rectify that, mate. I think I'll find another case, and what I will be doing is I'll find a case, and then I found this video on YouTube on something called Posty TV or something. Bloke looks a lot like you. If you go back and check Trav's recent video on splitting the case and how to do all that, loved it, man. I think I said to you before, it was funny. Someone disliked it, and I'm like, what was to dislike it? You learn how to pull a case in half. So I think I'll get a case, and then using that video, I'll have a crack at because now I'm really comfortable with this end of the motor. Now that I've done that a couple of times now. And then watching you put it back together, especially sorting out the timing. Trav's got a couple of tricks that he uses to get the timing right, and we mucked around backwards, forwards a little bit.
Yeah.
And that was really, really good. And just seeing how things go together, and I love it, man. Let's keep doing those videos because, man, I love them. It's like
Yeah, no, it's good fun. And I had a comment. Someone wanted to see basically the bottom end get redone, so they want to see the conrod bearings and this done. So I think I replied on this. I don't do that myself. It's something that I take the Serco guys. So I'm going to do this one. There's a fair bit of play in the conrod there, so I'll take it away. I'll get it pressed, and then I can let you know what it costs to get the bearings and get it sorted, and show you what a one that's just been done, what it looks like, and compared to one that's got a bit of play in it. Because I've got
no play in this motor.
No.
No play. No play in this motor. No play in this.
The conrod wasn't bad. That was the only thing that was good.
There's that much play in this motor. It should have a gig down at West End somewhere, but no. It actually the conrod was all right.
It was,
but it's the end float on the crankshaft that we discovered there's a huge piece of the case missing. That, but anyway, we'll rectify that. So we got a nice carby, man.
Yeah.
I have no idea what this carby is or what it's going to do. It just looks nice.
It'll be fun.
It just looks good. Like, have a go at it. Like, how can you not just bolt that to your motor? It's
If you watch Post TV from the start, you probably recognise the red trumpet. I'm handing it over to Jeff. They're good carbs. So at the start, we had trouble with them over fueling. Wouldn't idle so well. So with a handful of jets and a bit of tuning, we can get it to go good. So similar to what's on the Army bike.
Yep. Oh man, the Army bike's sitting just over there out of shot. Now we're using production jargon here.
Yeah.
The Army bike is sitting just over there out of shot, and I got to tell you, man, it's such a beautiful looking bike. A real credit to, like, of course, you know, we got to know you so well through doing the charity build.
Yep.
But then to see you back up and do, you know, another one for yourself, the Army bike, it's I love it, man.
Yeah, I always wanted to do something a bit different, and that was, and actually, while we're on that, one of the guys that watches Nick has inspired him to do his own Army build. So
good.
He's done an Army build. He showed me some pictures the other day.
Oh,
finished.
Awesome.
Sorry, Nick, I'm putting you in the deep end. I'm going to put some photos up because it's he's done a really good job, and he's done sort of more black and then the green and the boxes and stuff. So he's done the sort of engine build following along the video. So yeah.
It comes back to what I keep saying, man. I think I've said it from day one, and you know, you let us believe that we can do. You know what I mean? Like there's no black magic going on here. It's just, you know, you're in the shed, you're under the house. It's you know, you throw a bit of paint on. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You know, you pull a motor apart, and you know, if you get lost, you know, see Trav, look at a video. You know, it's like
I get lost and have to people and work it out, and then it's.
But that's what I love about the whole Posty TV and the YouTubey thing, is that like it leads every single one of us to believe that you can do. That you know, and you see that there's so many builds going on. I think we keep saying it every time we jump on the camera. There's so many builds going on, and each one you go, oh, okay, it's an idea for how we can do that. Can do this, can do that, and it's like, and all ships rise with the tide, man. And you watch enough of this stuff happening, and you go, okay, I can do it. Even if it's something as simple as putting a shiny rocker tappet cover on, you know, or polishing up, you know, the covers. This is all simple stuff that you can do that makes your bike just look that little bit more bling.
There's a polish one behind you.
Yeah, that I love, man. Like you see the shine on that thing. It's like
shiny.
It's good. Yeah, we'll give it the full disco effect.
There you
go.
Like so yeah, it'll be good. Can't wait to see how you go with this one. Let us know how it runs.
Well, you'll be there for fire update. I think I said we'll because like it's going to go back on the Posty Scrambler, which is in pieces at the moment. We decided to give it some fresh paint. Because I had like 4 different types of paint. I had some gloss black, matte black, satin black. It had some bits of red where like what we all do, where you pull you paint the bike without pulling it apart. So there's bits and pieces you don't get to. So I decided what I would do is pull the whole thing apart. I've done the thing in satin black.
Yep. And
it looks really good. And so we'll get that finished. Throw the motor back. I only need a couple of pieces. I think I need like
We'll have a look at
Yeah.
my spare parts before
Yeah.
you go. And I saw you put up a post.
Yeah.
So anyone in Posty TV's got some bits and pieces. I think Michael's going to help you out with
Yeah, good on you, Michael.
Stand,
and look, I do that because it's like, you know, we get parts from 110 or Lambda, and I love supporting those guys. But sometimes you got a box of spares and you think, oh, I need to get rid of some of that stuff. So I put a post up and say, look, here's a list of what I'm looking for. And then if someone can jump, and I'm really good for swapping things. Okay, well, what do you need? You know, what can I give you for that? You know, and
help each
and
other
move the
out.
parts around. So, but mate, cannot thank you enough for throwing
pleasure.
that together today. So that's going to be really, really. I'm telling you, man.
The only bad part about it is I'm not going to be able to catch you now.
Well, you know, this will be the motor. This will be the motor that will take me beyond my current 134 kilometres an hour. I suspect that maybe this motor will be the one that will take me all the way to the salt flats of Bonneville next year, where we'll do maybe, I think with this motor now, I'll easily do 154
kilometres
an hour.
I was going to go 200.
Well, there you go. Like, actually, I've been watching some videos on bikes that do Bonneville. And no, mate, no. I think like I'm a bit of a chicken. I like I've raced cars and I've raced go karts, and honestly, man, on a bike, a postie bike, about 85, 90 is about my limit.
There's a bit of trivia for it. This engine here was built for a salt racer. Postie.
Ah.
Yeah, originally that's where it come from.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so the bottom end was built. It had a issue with the casing. I've managed to fix it. So all the internals are brand new, balanced, and all done.
Well, it's on. It's on. It's
so
on.
That's a 1 mil oversized one that's going to be
okay. Well, it's on. Here we go. Yeah. Shiny versus Mr. 154 kilometres an hour here.
Blowing your own trumpet here.
Yeah. So, man, I cannot think. And of course, we find we're all renowned because, like, sometimes when you're pulling posties apart, some of these Japanese industry standard screws, which we all think are Phillips heads, you know, can be. And the very first bolt we come to was one that I had to take to with an impact driver and then an easy out because it had been butchered. Because these are not Phillips heads, as much as we think they are. They take a different screwdriver, and if they're tight, need to get the right drill bit, the right driver bit in there, hit it with the impact driver, and then you can take them out. And the first thing we come to, and actually I still got it here in my pocket somewhere because I got to get some bolts for Trev, and like it's just, you know, the first thing you spotted was the easy out marks in it. So
that's all good. You'll have fun with that one. And one of the guys down south just picked up one of these in the competition.
Cool. Yes.
So we did two kits. So one of the local guys, Justin, got a 1 mil oversized piston bore, and one of the guys, Matty, down New South Wales, got a big bore one. So, and a few t-shirts went out. So some of the Postie Crew shirts. So, which Thanks heaps for doing up this artwork, and Jeff did up the artwork for the
pleasure doing that.
Yeah, so
learning as I go.
Yeah,
but mate, thank you. You did all the promotion and the big bore kits giveaway, and it was like
it's
simply awesome. It's like
a bit of fun, get everyone like, you know, half the country's locked up, so we might as well have a bit of fun and
especially excited about our buddy Justin, getting one.
So that's really, that was a sort of we all agreed on that one, that you'd get one. So we're going to actually do that build probably in the shed with Justin. So
cool.
Myself, Jeff, and Jared, maybe Dave as well.
Mate, I think I like in a supervisory capacity on the stool over there. I think that's my best bet is to.
Tom, I sat back and watched you guys do it.
Yeah,
I've shown you how to do it.
No, we need the leader here, mate. We need the leader here on the bench. We need. My best job is over there scraping off gaskets
But yeah, we'll get Justin in soon and we'll do his engine, so it's going to be good fun. And then there'll be a few of these 1 mils floating around, so we can.
I'm pretty excited to see how just to.
Yeah, this will be
already
fun.
Trying to turn it over. There's a ton of compression in there. So,
so these are new pistons. They're a bit different to the old ones.
valves aren't hitting, which is a good start.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like
we've shut it down, jammed it down as close as we can, and the valves aren't hitting, so it's got good compression. We'll do a got the tester down there. When we run it, we'll do a compression test when it's in the bike.
Yeah, I'm predicting about 275 psi to the
almost double.
Anything could happen.
You know,
anything could happen. So it's again, mate, I cannot thank you enough.
No, all good.
The time you've spent this afternoon, it's been very enjoyable just hanging out here in the shed, and Wookie's been running in and out.
Yeah, Wooks is around. Yeah.
And checking out Trav's bikes and looking at bits and pieces and just watching and learning. I love pulling things apart, but it's good to see someone else doing it that has got an idea how it goes back together. And like I say, I'm pretty confident this way, and I'm a lot more confident now
the timing
on the bottom end. Yeah, especially being able to watch someone do the timing and do the timing, the chain tensioner, and with the video of splitting the case, I'm really, I'll have a crack at that, and if I get stuck, I'll throw the whole lot in the back of the van.
Yeah,
drive down to Trav's place and go, mate, I've broken it. What can I do?
As long as you bring beer, that's fine.
Yeah, bring beer and like that's what I say. It's you know, some of the best times you can have. Hang out with your buddy in the shed, couple of beers, and just work on things.
Yeah.
You know, it's I think we were saying before, it's way better than sitting upstairs watching The Bachelorette or The Block, or you know, The Farmer Wants a Wife or something like that everyone seems to be fascinated with. But I'd rather be down here in the shed, man, and
doing that.
Put a few tunes on.
Yep.
Finding out that people do things you never even knew they did.
Yeah. There you go.
We're working away and someone just drops into the conversation, oh, here I build ukuleles. Not me. He builds ukuleles, like
bit of fun.
Repair a motor, build a ukulele.
Yeah.
So you've inspired, I'm going to dig my ukulele out.
Like, Jack of all, master of none.
Yeah, exactly. That's me, man. I'm master of nothing, jack of nothing.
All right. Well.
All right.
Thanks for dropping in, mate. It's been good fun.
Mate, thank you. I cannot thank you enough. And go and check out Posty TV. Please go and check out Trav's videos on the use of the tubes. Like, subscribe. What do they go? Oh, please comment, like, subscribe.
Yeah, something like that.
And they point to all the different down here. So we got to do all that. But please go and subscribe to his YouTube channel. And there is a ton of good videos there. Go back and check out some of the charity build videos. They were awesome. It's still inspiring, man. And watching the army bike come together, to see it here now. And I think you said people think it's a wrap.
Yeah,
a few people said I can understand why, because the paintwork on that army bike is fantastic. So thank you, buddy, for everything you're doing, and thank you for doing that. It was simply awesome, man.
Pleasure.
So,
all good. All right, we'll catch you next time.
Stay tuned for the fire up, man.
Look out.
All right, we're out of here.